Happy New Year! Hello, my name is Kaya Freites and welcome to my channel. I apologize in advance for not setting up my microphone. I was honestly just too lazy to do so. I decided to kick the year off with a few tips and tricks I've learned to keep myself organized as an actor. So here are a few tips to stay organized for auditions, for doing your taxes, and just generally life as a freelance actor. So without further ado, here we go. Auditions. Number 1, Google Calendar. I love a good color-coded Google Calendar. I have all of my work stuff in one color, including recording sessions, shoot days, auditions, meetings, and all of my social stuff in another color for friends, hanging out, going out, and another color for just myself when I need a little bit of self-care, you know what I'm saying? Because that's important to schedule. Another thing that helps me stay organized for auditions is to flag important emails. I always flag emails for auditions or important correspondence and make sure that I check that specific flagged folder multiple times a day to make sure I don't miss any deadlines. And then also adding anything from those emails to my Google Calendar so I have them in more than one place. Also make sure you check your junk mail every so often because sometimes important emails get sent there on accident. A couple times a month or maybe once a week. Just check your junk mail to make sure you didn't miss anything important and add it to that flagged folder. I also keep a spreadsheet for my auditions. I do a spreadsheet for the entire year and I log pretty much every audition that I do in the year. I label it with the date, where I found the audition, what the name of the project is, and if there's any important feedback I need to note, like if I got a call back, or if they said something specific, or if there was anything that I felt that I could do better next time. If I booked the role even, I write that in next to it as well. I found that it's super important to write down where you found the audition because you never know when you've done a really good audition for someone and they might reach out to you in the future. You want to make sure that you know where that came from. That way you can kind of keep track of who you've been talking to, who you've been auditioning for, and if you were to do it again, then you already have that relationship. Another thing that helps keep me organized for auditions is to make sure I have notifications on for all the casting sites I'm signed up for. So if I have a message from someone from backstage, it automatically sends me a notification on my phone as well as an email in my inbox. Same for casting networks and Actors Access, I make sure I get email notifications from those as well. To keep my website organized, I try to update it as often as possible. Anytime a new project I've been in has been released, I try to share it on social media, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, and I also add it to my website as well. I have a separate page on my website just for updates, so anyone can see all of the new projects that I'm working on and see that I'm working consistently. It just makes it easy for other people to find your work in the future. I also update my reels whenever necessary. Something that I feel like I never really learned about in school but have been figuring out myself as I go along freelancing the last couple years is how to do my taxes as an independent contractor. So here are a few things that have helped me stay super organized when doing my taxes. Make sure you have copies of all of your receipts. I download emails, I take pictures of them, and I make them all PDFs and I put them in a big folder on my computer and I just update it every month with all of the receipts I have of things that I've spent for work. For example, if you spend money to get to a shoot, then you can write off your Uber. So you would have to save the Uber receipt and put it in a folder for when you file your taxes. And the same goes for paying for casting sites and paying for audition equipment, this backdrop. Everything that you spend money on for your work can be written off, but you have to make sure that you log your receipts. So I highly recommend doing it once a month so you don't get overwhelmed and have to go through 12 months of receipts at the end of the year. Another way to do it is to download your bank statement every month and just go through and highlight everything that you spent on work. So not only do I keep a spreadsheet of all of the auditions I have so that I can write down feedback and any information I need to regarding that audition, I have a spreadsheet for every gig that I book that's separated by month. I also have the gigs separated by whether or not taxes were deducted and the form of payment. Another good thing to write down is whether or not you've actually received the check yet, so that way you can keep track of which checks are coming in, when they should be coming in, and if you need to send a follow-up email. Another good thing that you should probably write down that I haven't and have found myself struggling now because I haven't is write down the production company name for the gig so you know who to contact and also so you know where your tax information is coming from when it's time to get your 1099s in the mail or your W-2s. I also have another folder that's just full of contracts and paperwork for the entire year, and I just hold on to everything. The last thing that keeps me organized in general as an actor is just having a routine. For example, if I want to exercise, I like to do it first thing in the morning so I can get out of the way and then focus on work. If I have a voice acting audition, I like to record those in the morning as well because I can just roll over to my desk in my pajamas and not have to worry about looking presentable since it's just me and my microphone. If I have to do a self-tape or record TikToks or shoot a YouTube video, I like to do those in the afternoon after I've run and showered and can do my makeup. And also because the lighting looks best in the afternoon in my apartment. So when you're working from home, it's good to give yourself frequent breaks. So after you've done a task, take a little break, stretch, and then get back to it so you don't get too distracted. I've started doing for myself personally that I'm not allowed to watch TV during the day, and I can only watch TV like after the sun is set. That way it forces me not to sit down and have an hour lunch break and get caught up binging a TV show, which I have definitely done many times. But I've been doing good so far. It's been a productive January. I also just have like a weekly to-do list that I keep on a Google Doc so I can cross things off, and that definitely helps me keep things organized and is part of my routine. And finally, for routines, make a vision board. I have a vision board, and I feel like subconsciously, whether I think about it or not, I'm looking at it every day because it's my laptop screensaver as well. And you're working towards these things, even if you're not necessarily conscious of it. You know in the back of your mind what your year goal is and what your plans are for the year. A lot of my 2021 vision board came true in some very surprising ways, so you never know. That's all I have for you today, but thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. I've been working on a couple voice impressions videos, so hopefully soon. Don't forget to keep up with me on TikTok and Instagram, and you can check out my last video up there, and I'll see you next time. Bye!